Unless if Mama Rhodes gets annihilated with a steel chair or something, I said Cody's gonna win. That's it's Mama Rhodes gets just annihilated with a chair, or put through a table or some shit like that. Now he's shitting. It's like bloodline member.
Yeah, the nasty rivalry with Honolulu Hank the other year. IMFT? What does that mean?
My friend Tama?
That's what Tag Me In is all about. Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode number 12 of the Tag Me In podcast, everyone's favorite wrestling podcast, not even up for debate. I am Zach. I'm your host. I am here along with two of my best friends of all time. I got my boy Deven with me. Deven, how are we tonight?
Oh, we're doing good, man. Predictions tonight, and feeling like going undefeated again. So I'm ready. Sunglass Dev coming back next week. Just be ready.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. If either of us go undefeated on this one, I'm gonna be thoroughly impressed. This one's tough.
Oh yeah.
Deven, we are not alone. We are joined by Big Red himself, Elijah. How are you doing tonight?
I can't wait to also bring back the undefeated streak with PLEs, and really looking forward to it. Me and Devin have something in common, and I really appreciate that.
All right, well,
going undefeated, we might as well both wear the sunglasses.
Yeah, might as well both wear sunglasses.
All right, well, when I show up next week wearing sunglasses as well, which I guess just became a thing, that'll be pretty sweet. That'll be pretty sweet. We have a good, very exciting episode in store tonight. Obviously, Clash at the Castle is this upcoming Saturday, so we'll be diving into our predictions like we do with every PLE. We also are going to be talking about some contractual situations going on within the WWE right now, and we're going to start with our icebreaker, like we always do. And I had the pleasure of coming up with the icebreaker this week, and it's not anything too hard. Super simple question just to kind of like get started. So these wrestlers that we watch every week are professional, and they are grade A, and they are top tier at what they do, which comes along with protecting your opponent is like the number one rule when you're a professional wrestler. Protect your opponent. Make sure that they don't hurt themselves. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. Make sure you don't hurt your opponent. My question for you guys is, without knowing that these wrestlers protect themselves, and they go out of their way to make sure that they don't hurt each other, what finishing move, and I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be a finisher particularly, but what finishing move in real life do you think would hurt the most? Like, what finisher would you take that would absolutely just put you out, you're done for life? And I'm actually going to start this one because, give you guys a few seconds to think, but the reason that I was thinking about this question is because I was watching an old CM Punk match, and I just thought to myself, like, the GTS, the go to sleep, outside of kayfabe, if that were like a real move, just you launch your opponent into the air and then you just give a straight kneecap to the nose, like that has got to be one of the most painful things to take of all time. So it got me thinking, like, what a perfect icebreaker. Like, what finisher would you not want to take under any circumstances at all? I'm going to toss it over to Elijah. And what came to mind whenever I brought that up?
Honestly, a few came to mind, and I'm trying to whittle it down because I don't want to be like, oh, here's the three things I saw. And then Devin's like, well, I was going to pick one of those. Right. I keep going between two, but I think Randy Orton punt would be really fucking bad because it's so bad that they don't even allow it in the UFC. So if a Randy Orton punt is like almost ending careers and like taking people out for like months on end, I would never want to take that in real life. That would fucking kill me, I think. Like, for sure, kill me.
Yeah,
I have to attend my funeral. Like, I can't get up from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These moves, if they were to actually happen, just It's a scary, scary thought. Devin, what wrestling move came to mind?
Oh, Finn Balor's finisher, the coup de grace, bro. Imagine someone jumping feet straight to your stomach. Air gone forever. Just end me right there. And I'm like, I'm not getting up. You good? No.
My ribs! My chest!
And what if he makes a mistake and lands on your chest?
Yeah.
Done. Oh my god.
Done
bro.
for.
Oh my gosh.
A
Ribs
good
and powder.
Exactly. A good honorable mention, obviously another move that is very, very rarely used anymore is the tombstone. Like any sort of tombstone pile driver, any sort of like neck breaker or anything like that, where again, you're not necessarily allowed to protect yourself with these moves. But if you were to take any of those moves in real life for shoot and have to walk away from any of them, I don't know that I would be able to survive. Probably just like a basic chop, honestly. Like a basic chop would probably take me out, if I'm being completely honest with myself. But when I got to thinking about it, the GTS for whatever reason stuck out to me, and just taking a knee to the nose doesn't sound fun.
Hell no. Also, the couple honorable mentions, because Devin didn't say what I was thinking, so good for you. The other two that I was thinking of was the clothesline from hell.
Ooh.
Especially if it's someone like JBL stature, like big motherfucker, like 6'6", like all muscles. Yeah, no, you're 6. I don't know how tall JBL is, but he's a big boy.
He's big.
Taking your
big,
head
meaty
off
man.
the clothesline. Yeah, big meaty man. What did Big E say?
Big meaty man slapping meat.
And then the other one was curb stomp.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're in the fight, you get knocked down hands and knees, and you just look up and you see a foot just. I'm like, oh no, nah.
Oh Lord,
send him that, and he's done.
Honestly, a good old fashioned spear right to the ribs. That would also not feel great.
Anything running, like someone running towards you full speed, foot, face, arm, the spear. I feel like that's just that game changer. You're done.
Basically, a good summarization of what we just talked about is these wrestlers are just insane people, just crazy human beings, and like obviously, like I said, everybody's job is to protect one another and protect themselves. But just in real life, imagine taking half of these moves. So, I thought that was a good way to ease us into this episode. I don't know, I couldn't stop thinking about what it would actually feel like to just take a knee right to the skull. Mm-hmm. We're going to transition here into our next topic. Something very exciting. Kind of going to hand the keys to Devin here, but Devin, you got to attend your first ever live WWE event. As of this recording, Monday Night Raw was last night in Toledo, Ohio, which, by the way, that crowd was terrible. I'm sure it wasn't your fault, but it was a very bad crowd.
No, I'm blaming him. I'm blaming him 100%.
Yeah. Throw the blame on Devin for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let you go here. You do your thing. Like Monday Night Raw was a great episode. You got to experience it live. How was your first live WWE event?
First of all, don't disrespect that Toledo crowd, man.
They were bad.
They were bad. You weren't there. We were pumped up all night long. And now, yes, on TV, it doesn't sound like it. But no, I promise you, if you were there, you're like, yeah, it was way better than you see on TV. Better than the Leon crowd.
Okay. All right. Easy.
No, honestly, like that was so awesome. Shout out to my fiance, Kayla. 1 month away from us being married. No big deal. She got the tickets for me. Very kind of shocking, honestly, and she enjoyed it. I feel like I was a little kid. I enjoyed every moment. They did a pre-show, which I was very shocked, and so they had 3 matches there. That was pretty cool. Got to see Dijak.
Shout out,
guys. Oh yeah, shout out to Dijak. Can you ratio it, please?
I don't think you got the guts to ratio us. Do it.
To interrupt you real quick, they record main event before every episode of Monday Night Raw. So they air main event on Peacock, and they do those pre-show matches before Monday Night Raw actually kicks off. That is main event.
And they were good too. And they also Well, so Dijak was in the WWE Speed with Xavier Woods, so you're gonna see that on Twitter. The other two matches were the Creed Brothers versus Catch Republic, and then Tosawa versus who was it?
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. Oh my
Yep.
gosh, yo. Tosawa tried. He gave his heart. He tried. No,
He tried his hardest.
when Bronson like came out the top rope, he fell on him. He looked like he crushed him. I was like, "Jeez, bro! Like, chill out, chill out." But no, it was awesome. Like, it started off with Drew McIntyre coming out, and of course, right off the bat, CM Punk chants. I said, "CM Punk, CM Punk." I was cheering. Yeah, I was doing it.
We couldn't hear it.
You can hear it.
Mm.
You could hear. Okay.
Sorry, I'm done. I'm done dogging on the Toledo crowd. I apologize. I'm done dogging on the Toledo crowd. I'm sorry.
Overall, it was just a great experience too. Got to boo the crap out of Dominic.
Oh yeah, that's always a win.
Awesome. Oh, dude, I was telling him you suck the whole time.
And why do you feel that way, Deven? What leads you into this conclusion with Dominic Mysterio?
You start crap, and I'm just gonna stop you right there. Stop you.
What? Yeah, I was just curious. We had the on-field on-field reporter. I just sometimes you gotta ask the questions.
Gosh, Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground. Eyes on the ground.
First off, you have to boo out Dom. I think that's kind of what you have to do. It's Dom, and Anyways, we're gonna move on from that. It was weird having no commentary. I felt so naked. Like, I need someone to tell me the play-by-play right now. Like I can see them, but I can't hear them. So that was kind of weird for me. Pyro. First off, the pyro scared the crap out of me every single time because I'm like, on TV, it sounds so quiet, and there's you're like, jeez, bro. Yeah. It shook the arena, which was cool. And once I think the Judgment Day came out, and Kayla jumped a little bit. Like, I felt her jump. I was like, I'm like, like, gosh, I was such a nerd the whole time. Don't care. I said what chance? I said it.
Being in the arena for a live WWE show, or I've never been to an AEW show, but I'm sure that's the same way. But being in the arena, it brings an entirely different feeling to your experience for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh, Otis, man. People love Otis, man. I'm waiting for him to make his so close, man. I can't wait for him to turn on Chad. It's this close. It was this close on Monday. What else? There is so much to happen. Commercials are weird. Commercials are so weird. So when the wrestlers come in, and then Braun Breaker will be a goal against Ilya Dragunov next, and then they stop the music and they just they were like, Toledo, we have this special shirt for you. It was Toledo 316 only for today at the nearest shop or something. I'm like, you trying to make us broke? Okay, cool. I mean, I wanted to buy it, and then there was the Yeet shirts. They were popping up every single time. I'm like,
that's your guy.
Where's Jey Uso? A couple weeks ago, I said the one thing I wanted to do was the Yeet. I didn't get the Yeet. I got to say whoa. I got to do the whoa for Cody Rhodes, even though he wasn't even there. They did because they were announcing him being on NXT, so they played his music, and they just let it played, and everyone's singing it, and then you see everyone go, whoa, okay, I got to do that. I'm okay with that. I'll take that. I'm happy.
That's intoxicating for sure.
Oh, dude.
Singing along with the crowd to wrestlers' theme songs is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, by the way, I will say this about Toledo fans, man. You gotta respect your Tribal Chief, because during the commercials they were doing this fun thing. We were doing all the cool phrases through the years, and Roman Reigns pops up and he says, "Acknowledge me." So
of course,
I think I was maybe 5 of the rest of the arena who did it. I was like, "Hey."
I said I was done. Yeah, exactly. I said I was done taking a dump on the Toledo crowd. What's that all about? Acknowledge your tribal chief.
Our tribal chief. Like, if there was one thing I'll say, like, respect him. Even, like, at first, Kay was like, oh, sorry, I must have done this. Like, yeah, come on.
Even
come
she
on
knows.
Now, man.
Even she knows.
The Macho Man, like, he's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, you know him? Like, no, I don't know him. Like, it's okay.
Kayla, come on now.
Come on.
Cream of the crop. Come on now. Legendary. Ooh,
oh my gosh. Oh, Pat McAfee, legend. Dude. Samantha Irving left. No. And so
they killed your twin. How'd you feel about that?
Me and my dad, bro, heartbroken. Like, I was like a little kid and I just saw my hero die.
So
it was like looking in the mirror. Braun could have done that to me.
I wanted to bring that up. So they were advertising the Raw card last week for Toledo's show. And when they advertised Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov, I immediately texted you and I was so jealous.
Oh, yeah.
I was so jealous. And the fact that you got to see that match live, all I could think about the whole time was like, man, if I could be there for this match, that would be so sick.
Dude, no, that was a great match. I got to see that in person. Like, heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
I took a video of all the wrestlers and their intros. So this was weird. Actually, I have a video of Ricochet coming out, but he was in the famous black hoodie. Oh man,
damn black hoodie. I thought that was
new Bloodline member.
I thought that was Samoan exclusive. I thought that was Samoan exclusive.
When he comes back from injury, he's gonna be a Bloodline member.
Prince Usa.
No, like, I have a video of him.
That was a bad joke. I'm so sorry.
I hate you.
Prince Usa.
That's so dumb.
Just insert a picture of him in his with just a Bloodline shirt on.
But no, like, dude,
I'm sorry.
When Braun like grabbed Ricochet on his shoulders and like threw him onto the car, I was like, oh,
yeah, power slammed him too.
So that's how you kill him off. Jeez,
yeah,
guys. Well, allegedly. We don't know if that's true, but
that's actually a good point where we can transition. So sounds like you really enjoyed your first Monday Night Raw.
Oh, loved it.
So to transition from that to real life situations, there's a lot going on with contracts and speculation and rumors on where these wrestlers are going to end up, whether they're going to re-sign or go to a completely different company. And two that I wanted to highlight on this episode of Tag Me In, Ricochet being one of them, and Chad Gable being the other. So we'll start with Ricochet, because obviously last night, as of this recording, last night on Monday Night Raw, they obviously wrote him off of TV, so he won't be involved in any storylines going forward. At least that's the speculation. But so the rumors are that his contract is up this summer, and he allegedly has already informed the WWE that he does not intend on re-signing. So just to start on that topic, I personally am very, very bummed about that. So I love Ricochet. He's one of my favorite in-ring performers to watch. I don't think that the WWE necessarily fumbled the bag with Ricochet. I think they gave him enough material to turn him into a superstar and somebody that could carry a division, like a mid-card division, and they even put the IC title on him at one point. So they definitely saw something in him. And then I think that his feud with Logan Paul last summer kind of was the final nail in the coffin as far as the WWE going all in on this Ricochet project and turning him into somebody who would stick around the main event scene. Because Logan Paul washed him on the mic every time. And that's not necessarily Ricochet's fault, because I think he held his own. It's just when you put him up against somebody who is that much better than him, it really shines a light on where Ricochet's lacking as a competitor, as a WWE superstar. So I want to get your guys' opinion on that, but also, where do you think, and Elijah, I'll pass it off to you here, where do you think he ends up? Do you think he does, maybe WWE throws a bag at him and he can't refuse it? Do you think he goes over to AEW? Where do you see this going with Ricochet, and altogether, like how do you feel about Ricochet already telling us that he's leaving?
I mean, I hope, because all of it's like you said, allegedly and everything. I'm really hoping that it does become like, oh, he's just taking a little break and then he'll come back to WWE and have a storyline for him and all stuff like that. Like maybe he can get some revenge on Braun Breaker and have like some sort of thing with that. But I think he's gonna go to AEW. It makes sense, like logistically, and like he has a lot of guys over there that the feud's already set up. Like Will Ospreay even called him out. It was like, oh yeah, I want to fight you again. So it's probably AEW, and like I'm excited for him, but it's just sad to see him leave WWE because like he was one of my favorite, like you said, one of my favorite in-ring performers of all time, and like one of my favorite matches like ever, kid, adult, doesn't matter, was Ricochet versus Adam Cole. And
oh yeah,
that was 6-star classic right there, in my opinion. I'm no Dave Meltzer, but
you know, it wasn't in the Tokyo Dome, so
damn. See, if it was in the Tokyo Dome, that's getting a minimum 5 stars. But
exactly.
Since it was at NXT,
4.75.
Yeah, 4.3 at best. But no, just it's sad, and like I know, I know you're saying like they didn't really fumble it, but I think they really fumbled Ricochet. I feel like he could have done more. Like it was a slight bobble. Listen, not complete bobble. Not complete bobble. He bobbled the ball before he caught it.
He didn't make a football move. He got 2 feet down, but he didn't make a football move.
Yeah, didn't make a football move.
You know, so
it wasn't a catch. You know,
incomplete catch.
Like he had some success, but like it could have went so much further. Because I'm like, damn, he didn't become NXT champion, but he got called up. That's still really cool. Yeah. Okay, they gave him the United States run, and he lost it pretty fast. Okay, well now he's not really doing much. Oh, they gave him IC. Now they're going to give him time, and then he loses it to Gunther, which was the right call at that time.
Sure,
not going to argue that one. But then after that, it's like, all right, what's Ricochet doing now? And it's like, the fuck, like it. Just, I wanted it to be more. Like I wanted him. It's bias. It's 100% bias. I'm not gonna lie. I just wanted so much more from him, and because like he's not bad on the mic. He's not the greatest, don't get me wrong, but he's definitely not bad at all.
No.
And in ring, he's outperforming 99% of that roster, if not everyone. So to see him, unfortunately, like, you know, not renewing the contract, I get it. I really do, but it's super sad to see it. I'm like, if he does go to AEW, which I think he is, I hope they treat him well over there. I hope they give him some more opportunities, at least some good storylines. It doesn't have to be. Wait, what?
We're talking about Tony Khan.
I'm crossing my fingers, all right? Prove me wrong, Tony. Prove me wrong, please. Like, so it doesn't have to be, because it doesn't even have to be it doesn't have to be championship wise. Like, it'd be cool to see like him like grab some sort of like, oh, he's a TNT champion or something. But just give him good stories to go with his in-ring performance, and you would already be doing like double of what WWE did with them.
So I agree with you. I desire Ricochet to be involved in storylines, and like I love when Ricochet is on my TV because he creates moments that I speak about forever. So like I definitely love Ricochet. I am going to disagree with you though. Like I don't see him going to AEW personally, because I think that the talent pool over in AEW is on par with the WWE. Like they're right there as far as the talent goes. So I don't see Ricochet going over there and becoming like this overpowered megastar, like super over, you know, like top of the main event card type of wrestler. I genuinely believe that AEW would use him exactly the same way as WWE currently is. They would put him in the ring with your Will Ospreays. They would put him in the ring and just go give us a 5-star match. And that's great. And Ricochet is more than capable of doing that. And I would love to see Ricochet versus Will Ospreay again, of course. But I think that he would get used the exact same way. So personally, I don't see the AEW route being a thing. I see him going the Drew McIntyre route. And going into the independent scene and just appearing here, appearing there, putting an expertise on his mic work, which, like you said, is not bad, but like he can hone it in and really develop something even better than what he currently has. So that's my personal opinions on Ricochet. I'm going to move it over to the Chad Gable situation because that is a completely different situation. And Deven, if you have anything to add to Ricochet, whenever I pass it over to you.
I'm looking at Ricochet on my computer right now. He's on the podcast with us.
He's right there, Ricochet. It's an honor to have you.
I know more.
We got Ricochet at home. Ricochet at home.
It's an honor to have you with us here tonight.
You're looking good for getting put through a. You're looking good to be putting through a windshield. Like, man, you really bounce back. I'm proud of you. How's Samantha doing?
Man, that's all fake. It's all fake, bro. It's all
kayfabe, brother. Kayfabe.
Come on now. To transition into the Chad Gable side of it, I see this completely opposite. I believe that he is re-signing with the WWE. I believe that he may have already re-signed with the WWE. But there are speculations and rumors about how his contract is up within the next week or so, if not this summer. I can't remember exactly what the report was, but with professional wrestling, you never really know. You know, it's kind of all just rumor and speculation. But again, personally, I feel like if he hasn't already re-signed with the WWE, I think that the WWE knows what they have with Chad Gable, and he's part of the best storyline on WWE television right now. So I don't see him going anywhere. I think that they're going to be willing to bend over backwards to give Gable what he wants. So I'm going to pass it over to Deven. Deven, do you agree with that, or do you think that I have this completely wrong? And also, if you have anything to add on the Ricochet thing, let us know there.
So yeah, with the Chad Gable thing, I agree. I think they are right now he's having a great push with this new character. You know, ever since he turned on Sammy, everyone loves it. He's ruthless. He's as a heel, he's acting like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. I'm doing right. I'm doing what's best for my team. But really, his team is like feeling so miserable. They just hate their lives, but they won't say anything. Heel work at its best, and it's a great matchup for him and Sammy. Yeah, I think they re-signed him. I'd be so shocked that they didn't.
Yeah.
If he hasn't been signed, I'm gonna call Triple H. What are you doing?
Paul, get your shit together. What you got?
Paul, no, because I love Chad Gable, man. I saw him last night, and his mic work is so good. It's always been good, but as a heel, it's 10 times better. I know you didn't like it at first, but dude, I'm loving this heel run from Chad.
No, I was very critical of I didn't want the heel turn because I adore Chad Gable, and I think face Chad Gable is great. But like I said, I think I said it a few episodes ago, but I didn't know what I was missing with a heel Chad Gable. This character is elite, and his character work is so good. And like I said, this is my favorite storyline on television right now. So I'm all for it. I'm all for the heel Gable for sure.
I do want to say something real quick about Ricochet. So I want him to stay, but I think we all have that feeling like he's done. I can see him go over to TNA.
Oh yeah,
I can see that.
I think that'd be great.
I wouldn't be mad if he went to AEW. I wouldn't be mad because now it's what's great about AEW and all these other promotions with these wrestlers. They can go anywhere. They hey, this doesn't work out. I can go here, or I can go there. They have all these options, so it works out. It's like Zach said. I think he'd be treated the same way. Here's the TNT Championship. Oh, but you're going to hold it for a month. Oh, okay. And it's just going to keep on rolling like that. Now he's going to put up great matches.
Oh, yeah.
Right, absolutely.
Great matches. Will Ospreay versus Ricochet. Oh.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick. None of us are saying that Ricochet's not a great wrestler. He's great in ring, fantastic in ring. One of my favorite people to watch in the ring. And his mic work is not bad. He's not a bad mic worker at all. He can cut a promo. It's just the opportunities that he has been given in the WWE, he didn't completely capitalize on. And I'm not saying that I can do any better, but I love Ricochet. So I want him to leave for a few years, hone it in, do everything he can to become the best version of himself, and do the Drew McIntyre and come in and just, you're a main eventer now. We're building storylines around Ricochet.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be great.
Or hey, go to like any promotion and just prove you are a champion. No, I get it. Like you can't make everyone champion. I get that. It's hard to push everyone, but when you have a guy like that, I feel like you gotta find something to give him that push. Just give him something, you know. That's just my opinion. I'm not being biased because he's my dad. And, you know, I'm not being biased. You know, hey, ball heads for life, bro. Let's go.
You're ridiculous.
I love
All right,
Ricochet.
so we are here for the Clash at the Castle predictions episode, but before we dive into that, real quick, this past Sunday was NXT Battleground. I just want to give a shout out to NXT. Once again, I talk about NXT all the time on this episode. I try and squeeze it in on this podcast, but I try and squeeze it in whenever I can. NXT Battleground was amazing. Great show, start to finish. They crowned the inaugural NXT Women's North American Champion in Kalani Jordan, sorry. Wrong. But no, but
Did I watch the wrong one?
yeah, you might have. The triple threat match for the men's North American Championship was insane. Obafemi, Deven, what a draft pick by you. That guy, nobody's stopping that man. My favorite spot of the match was he was on the top rope, literally picked up Wesley and just threw him.
Yeah, literally slams his ass.
Literally threw him 10 feet in the air to land on top of Joe Coffey for a crossbody, but it was all Obafemi's offense. That guy, he's going to be world champion within the next 3 years, if I had to guess. Like, that guy, he's unbelievable. And then the Jordan Grace Roxanne Perez match was everything we wanted it to be. Jordan Grace looked like an absolute star. She was bloody within like the first 3 minutes of the match, which was kind of crazy. It wasn't intentional, but her earring got ripped out in Roxanne Perez fishnet on her legs. And she was, the whole right side of her face, I believe it was the right side, was bloody, and it made it look even more intense. Yeah. The picture, if you want, go find the picture. It's wicked. It's gross.
I have to know after this.
The ending of the match wasn't great. Poor booking decision with the interference with Ash by Elegance, formerly known as Dana Brooke.
Yeah. I swear to God, Vic Joseph's gonna get fired or something.
He
keeps on almost being like, "Oh my God, that's Ash by."
Yeah,
hey buddy,
Vic Joseph.
Come on, buddy, let's get your.
He's great, man. I love Vic Joseph. He's one of my favorites. He's great.
It was the same thing with like Ethan Page. He's from A. Whoa.
Hey.
No, but
I know we're saying New Japan and all this other stuff, but that's not them.
We're not going to dive too deep into it. I just wanted to give NXT their flowers because, man, what they're doing on Tuesday nights is special. Like that show. Go ahead, Devin.
Page, don't sleep on him. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean he's doing the exact same thing he was in AEW. So, I mean, it just didn't work out over there. So maybe
he's all ego.
Yeah,
he's all ego. He's still the same person, which I like. Yeah,
I enjoyed the match. Trick Williams, you know, he's not like the most crisp in-ring worker, but man, that the dynamic of their characters, the two of them, they're just so total opposites that it worked for me. But just want to give NXT their flowers.
Trick shot's also a dope finisher.
Yeah, it's literally just a running.
It's definitely it's an out of nowhere finisher, but I like the unpredictability of it.
Yeah, that was awesome. But shout out to NXT. Battleground was great. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. It's definitely worth a rewatch. Every match was great. So shout out to NXT. Shout out to Shawn Michaels down there cooking every Tuesday night. We are going to transition into Clash at the Castle. So Clash at the Castle is coming up this Saturday, June 15th, in Scotland. And It is a 5-match card, which, before we dive into any specific matches, how do you guys feel about the smaller match cards on these PLEs? Because that is a hot topic of conversation on the internet amongst us wrestling fans. So, yeah, people are not enjoying it. They want, there's a lot of people, what I've seen is they, like, for example, LA Knight and Jey Uso are both off of the match, like, off of the card. They're 2 of your biggest baby faces, and they've been off of the match card for 2 PLEs in a row now. So I get it. I personally, I don't have a big issue with it. I think that maybe if you like make a couple matches a little shorter, throw in like a Grayson Waller effect or a KO show, or Logan Paul, have him have a match on the card or something like that. Maybe throw in a 6-match, but overall, I've been enjoying the 5-match PLEs. They're short shows and they're precise and they get the job done. And personally, I think if you let these wrestlers cook for 20 minutes each, it really brings out the best in these wrestlers. So overall, like, Eli, I'll go to you first. How, like, do you enjoy the shorter match cards, or do you wish that they would throw in a couple backstage segments or something?
I personally like having the shorter match cards because it allows, like, it makes sure that you don't rush any matches, because that was, I think, one of the big things, especially when we were kids, because, like, when they would throw in, like, each card has, like, 8 matches, and then, like, which one always gets cut? Like, which one, like, because when we were kids, unfortunately, it was, like, the women's matches, when it's like, oh, they could have done way more. Like, they only gave them, like, 3 minutes. What the hell? But even, like, when they became more and more, like, when the industry grew, it was still, like, there were some matches where it's like, oh, that was way too short, or there were some matches where it's like, oh, that was way too long. Why did they give them that much time? They didn't need to do that. I feel like it's a good balance, because you give each match, like, 15 minutes, like, 10, 15 minutes, and then, like, the main event, like, 25-ish. It creates, like, a really, really good story. I don't think God, I can't talk today. I don't know why.
That's okay. We're only doing a podcast.
Yeah, it's only, something we're trying to make a job. Anyway, I like how they're doing it. I do like the 5-match card. I don't think they should do it every single time, though. Like, each, like, non-Big Four shouldn't be, oh, it's only 5 matches. Like, they should throw in other stuff. Like you said, like a Waller effect, or like a 6th match or something like that, because it is crazy. Like, I can understand, like, Jey Uso or LA Knight not being on, like, one of the match cards and stuff like that, but twice in a row is insane.
They're both missing back-to-back PLEs, and, like, that's your biggest Raw babyface and arguably your biggest SmackDown babyface, both not on the show 2 PLEs in a row.
Yeah, and they're like, I can see if it was like we went to brand exclusive PLEs, like, then that'd be a different story. It's like, oh yeah, they wouldn't show up because this is a SmackDown one or this is a Raw one. But it's crazy because they're also in storylines too. Like, I can see if they just didn't do anything, but like Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight are going crazy with that. I'm like, how can you not fit that on a card? Like, give Carmelo Hayes his first like main card PLE. Let him go crazy. Why not? Like, it's
especially on these international shows. Like, imagine SmackDown's going to be in Scotland as well, so I feel like we'll get an LA Knight appearance there. But imagine a LA Knight international pop. Like, they always hit. So there's just been a lot of discourse on that on the internet. So I just wanted to kind of get your guys' opinion on that. But if you guys would like to, we will dive into the match card and start making these predictions. So we don't know the order of the matches yet. We kind of just wrote them down. So the first match that I have written down here is the Women's Tag Team Championship match. It is a triple threat between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler versus the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
I did not know they had a name. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the Unholy Union.
I did not know. I knew they were a tag team, but I didn't know they had a tag team name. So that's
they're the only team. They're the only team in this match with a name because neither of the other two have a name. Personally, this match to me is, I was very excited for it, right? Because the Unholy Union, this is going to be bad. I don't know which one. One of them is from Scotland. I don't know which one.
I think they're both from Scotland.
Maybe. I don't know. That's bad. That's bad hosting by me. One of you go look it up while I fill the air.
Deven's typing.
But no, so I was very excited for this match because with it being a triple threat, obviously you can protect Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Neither of them would take a pin here. And one of them being from Scotland, you would be able to put the titles on them while protecting the other two. And Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler are there just to eat the pin. And that would be a good way to get the tag titles off of them because Bianca and Jade, I would like to see them in the singles, realm, going after like singles championships and stuff like that. But then Monday Night Raw happened. So this past episode of Monday Night Raw, Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler were in a match against the Unholy Union with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill watching ringside. And it was low-key a squash match, and they kind of just buried the Unholy Union right then and there because Shayna Baszler got a chokehold on one of them. It was Alba Fire. Shayna Baszler got a choke on Alba Fire. And she passed out. And it was a very quick, like, no interference from the champions, which I guess they're baby faces, so like that checks out. But like, it was a very quick squash match, and it just kind of killed all the momentum that this match had built up, which wasn't a whole lot. It wasn't a fantastic build, but I don't know. It just kind of took a match that I could very easily see them taking the titles off of Bianca and Jade and just kind of made it a uninteresting, I don't know, in my opinion, a match that the outcome is kind of obvious. So, Deven, I'll go to you. You can make your pick first. And just, do you have anything to add on the build to this match and the match from Monday Night Raw? Did it also kill the vibe for you?
Also, are they both from Scotland or?
Yeah. What'd you find?
So they say they for both from Glasgow, United Kingdom, but they are looked at as Scottish wrestlers.
Got it.
Okay. So I think they're from So it was kind of weird for me. That's why I was looking at it weird. But I'm like, so I guess they're from there. We'll go.
All right, that works.
So I'm gonna go with Jaden and Bianca. I think, like I said, like with the match last night, I was very confused with this match, like the match from last night, with the tattoo match, because I was like, why are they going against each other? Someone's gonna lose momentum going to Saturday, and and just like that, bam, Shayna just takes him out. Like when you
like when I was seeing that on you. Yeah, because when I was seeing that, it was very weird because I thought it would be like Shayna goes out and like punches one of them and then runs back in the ring or something, and it ends in like a big schmoz, and it's like you don't know who wins or loses.
Whoa! What was that word that you just used? Schmoz? A schmoz? What's a schmoz?
Brawl.
I don't know what that is. That's a new word for me. I cannot wait to add that to my vocabulary.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sorry.
I'm adding that to your bag.
That was awesome. I'm gonna schmoz everywhere. I can't wait. But no, like
I bet your wife loves that.
Oh yeah, the tag team match with the champions sitting ringside, that makes sense to me because that they've done that before, and the champions having the advantage of not having to fight the episode before a PLE, like that makes sense. But the fact that they just like absolutely destroyed all the momentum for the Unholy Union was kind of just rubbed me the wrong way. So my official pick is also Bianca and Jade. And Elijah, if you got it together over there, what's your pick? What's your pick?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Big red.
Yeah. I have Bianca and Jade winning as well.
Did you guys? Am I alone here? Like, did you guys think it was a possibility that Alba Fire and Isla Dawn could actually win the titles here because of the triple threat stipulation?
I didn't think so. I'm not gonna lie. No. And no disrespect to them. No disrespect to them.
No, for sure.
Like it's always that little bit. Like you never know. But then it's like you gotta look at like the storyline, how it goes. Because here's what pissed me off the most too is that the girls had a good promo before they got outside. It was like, we're going to show you what we're going to show you guys on Saturday.
Exactly.
You got absolutely buried. Like that's
how are you gonna talk hype of like, we're gonna show you why we're in this match in the first place, and you just get choked out in like 5 minutes. It's like what'd you show me that you can pass out?
I'd rather you just come out and just fight. Just don't say anything. Just fight.
Just take yourself out of the match. Honestly, if you're just gonna pass out,
or if you want, like I don't know,
go take a nap, buddy. All right.
Don't have anyone win. Have like maybe like a disqualification.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, and the champions are babyface, so like they're not gonna like interfere with the match. But like, it makes sense.
Like one of them, because Zoe and Shayna are. So if they came out and like slapped or hit one of them, and then runs back in the ring and then
retaliate,
they come in and retaliate like they are against the ropes and he's dragging them out. Like, oh, you thought that was sweet? Like, then it makes sense. But
and also, here's another key thing. The night before, Shayna was in technically like a underground match with
with Lobo Vice.
And if you can remember, her knee was really messed up, and it's like, so we're just going to act like, or like last night.
Yeah, she didn't just have a fucking brawl, because that was a brawl too. Like that wasn't like a normal match. The whole point of the match was this is like referee stops it by like
shoot,
like KO or submission. Like that's supposed to be it. So, like, she loses a match and then comes back and she's, like, refreshed, ready to go. I'm like, you lost. You should be, like, kind of beaten up right now. I'm not saying, like, completely taken out, but, like, bandage the knee or something like that. Or, like, something. Give me something.
Over here, like,
got some war scars on you. Like,
I mean, we're sticking on this match for a long time, but they attacked the knee, like, before the match started, technically. So, I mean, they kind of kept that alive a little bit, but I don't know. For whatever reason, the momentum, in my eyes, for this match kind of died last episode of Monday Night Raw. So,
but just to wrap up my point, Bianca and Jade are going to win because I still think it's a little too early for them to lose the tag belts. I do want them to lose eventually so they can like feud against each other and start their singles runs, but I think it's a little too early for it right now. So I got Bianca and Jade.
For sure. All right, so we're all three on Bianca and Jade there. So from one kind of uninteresting storyline to, as I've referenced in this episode already, the most interesting storyline on television right now. The Intercontinental Championship is on the line in Sami Zayn going in as champion versus Chad Gable. So, as of right now, this is my favorite storyline on TV. We got Chad Gable absolutely mowing down the rest of Alpha Academy every single episode of Monday Night Raw, just being an absolute douche to the people that he's supposed to care about the most. And I love the way, Deven, you kind of referenced this earlier, but I love the way that he's acting as if he's doing right. He's like, in his own head, he's the good guy, and he's just trying to help these people, but he's a huge dick about it. So, like, it's so funny to watch, and heel Chad Gable is great. So, if you've been paying attention, you already know the build-up to this. It started at WrestleMania when Chad Gable offered to coach Sami Zayn against Gunther, and Sami Zayn ended up beating Gunther for the title at WrestleMania. And then in Montreal, I think it was 2 weeks after WrestleMania, but Monday Night Raw was in Montreal, and that's when the Chad Gable heel turn happened. And ever since then, they've kind of been in this little like this feud going back and forth over this Intercontinental Championship. They finally get their one-on-one match at Clash at the Castle, and I personally think this is going to be such a good match. I've loved the build-up. I've loved everything about this rivalry, and I honestly don't know. This is one of the hardest matches for me to pick. Last PLE, King and Queen of the Ring, I said Chad Gable was going to win, and obviously I was wrong. But I think I'm going back to the well here. I think it's time. Again, I might just be trying to manifest this because I want to see it so bad. But I'm going to go with Chad Gable here to knock off Sami Zayn because, one, I want it really bad. And two, I think it makes more sense storyline-wise this time than it did at King and Queen of the Ring. So with him becoming champion, the Otis face turn that's going to eventually happen, that's just going to be a legendary moment. So my official pick is going to be Chad Gable winning over Sami Zayn. Elijah, where are you leaning on this match? What are you thinking here?
Oh, okay. It's tough. Don't get me wrong. I was literally going back and forth, and even honestly, my answer is a coin flip, to say the least. But I am picking Sami Zayn with this one to retain. I want Chad to win, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Sami's going to retain, and Alpha Academy is going to accidentally cost Chad Gable again, and this is where he comes in and is like, you know what, you guys can't get the job done. The only ones who's worth half a damn is Otis. So you two losers, get out of my face. I'm bringing in some winners, and that's where the Creed brothers come in.
If I keep losing points on this damn IC title,
just keep picking Chad Gable. He'll win.
I'm gonna
eventually.
be so mad. I'm gonna get Chad Gable eventually. It's gonna happen. I need it to happen.
Gable's on the PLE. He's gonna be Chad.
Literally.
Pick Chad.
Well, and see, the problem is
eventually.
The problem is, as soon as I don't pick him, it will be the one that he wins. So I got to stick to my guns here and go with Chad Gable, just simply because I want it.
I want it very bad, but it's more of like what I think the story is going to go into. And I feel like if he loses, because like, let's say if the Alpha Academy is like, you know what, yeah, we'll take your advice and we'll help you out the best way we can. And let's say like Tozawa like jumps off the top rope and accidentally like hits Chad Gable and then loses or something like that. Or like Maxine tries to like pull down the ropes to cheat for Sami, but he accidentally like reverses like an Irish whip and then Chad goes flying out of the ring. Like, I could see something kind of funny like that happening, and then like they're both trying, and then like Otis does something nice, but eventually like Sami overcomes the odds because that's his character, and I actually love that character. That's what Sami does. Overcomes the odds. People don't believe in him, and he creates miracles. So I can't go against Sami based off of that alone. Like he's gonna create a miracle.
And I love Sami Zayn. Don't get that twisted. I love Sami Zayn, but I'm going to go down on the sword of the Chad Gable winning. So I'm sticking to my guns. Deven, do you have anything to add to this match? And obviously give us your pick as well.
Oh, dude. So yes, I do remember this last time. This fool picked Chad, and I'm like, why you pick Chad?
I'm not a fool.
And guess what?
Is
this deja vu?
Like, has this happened before?
Come on. I think it's happening again. I think listen, I want Chad to win. And I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna pick him. But it's just like it's not yet. Not yet. Finger.
Why I'm so fuzzy. What's going on here?
Nah, it'll be fine. We'll fix it in post editing. Little behind the curtains.
Anyway.
Oh no, I just have a feeling that Sami's gonna win again. And it's like Elijah said, I think with they still got the Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy is not gonna do what Chad wants them to do. They're just baby faces. They're not. I just don't see them turning heel. And it's gonna mess up Chad. So this is what Chad's gonna do. He's gonna bring the Creed brothers. Now, I think
Ivy Nile to replace Maxine. Like, come on now.
There you go, man. But then eventually he will get the IC title because he got help finally.
See, that's the thing though. If he loses again, and I said this at King and Queen of the Ring, so maybe I'm just an idiot. But if he loses again, how does he get back into the title picture? Like, it's going to be months, maybe even a year down the road before he ever gets introduced to this title again.
But the storyline's so good right now.
Yeah, I agree.
And it won't hurt. I don't think it would hurt him. Now, yes, it does look bad. This dude's lost so many IC championship matches. It's
ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how does
I think it's gonna be on like a Raw or something like that. Like he's gonna kick out Alpha Academy. Creed brothers are gonna come in, and then the first time the Creed brothers help, IC title. Like it's gonna be on the Raw where he's like,
that's
last time if I lose, I'll never challenge you again. But I want one more match, Sami, and Sami's gonna be like, okay, bet, and then that's when he'll lose. Like it'll be on the Raw.
Sami.
I don't know, dude.
Creed brothers are gonna fuck him up when the ref's back his turn, and then Chad when the titles be like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep losing points on this Intercontinental Championship, and like
Dude,
it's
you're
gonna be
in
the death
third
of me.
place
It's gonna
before
be
you know it. It's gonna be
Yeah, either me and Devin are going to look very stupid next week, or it's
That's
going to be a
alright.
continuous Zach BL. So
listen. I'll continue to look dumb for my guy
How about
Chad
this?
Gable. I love that man.
If Chad loses, then you better change that Zach B to Zach L.
if Chad loses, you can never pick Chad ever again.
No, we're not putting stipulations on our predictions. No. All right. Like I said, in my opinion, the best story that WWE has going right now. So honestly, whatever happens with this match, I'm intrigued by the Alpha Academy and what Chad Gable's doing. So moving on to the next match, the Women's WWE Championship. It'll be champion Bayley versus Piper Niven, also from Scotland. So there's a lot of hometown love on this match card. So I personally think that this is actually a toss-up to me. So if you guys remember, Chelsea Green actually had a match against Bayley, and Piper Niven interfered in said match. Therefore, Bayley was pissed off, wanted a match against Piper, and I really like the dynamic of this Chelsea Green Piper Niven tag team using like a bunch of underhand tactics and backstage politics and whatnot to kind of get what they want. And I think that in a world where Piper Niven does win, I think that they would create a perfect dynamic of like the Chelsea Green can kind of say whatever she wants because she's got Piper to protect her, and Piper is the powerhouse that will do whatever it takes to protect her championship and protect her tag team partner. So whenever they first got together as a tag team, I was not feeling it. Like it wasn't landing with me. I didn't like it. But Chelsea Green is such a good character worker, and Piper Niven's really grown on me because that promo that she cut on this most recent episode of Friday Night SmackDown was some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen out of Piper Niven, for sure. And it was the promo of a lifetime, and that crowd was, the what chance just absolutely botched it.
Gosh.
But she handled it well, and honestly, like Piper Niven, I've become a huge fan of Piper, and I just don't enjoy this Bayley title run so far, if I got to be completely honest. Like, I love Bayley, and I was super happy that she won at WrestleMania. Just the title reign after WrestleMania has been underwhelming in my eyes. So I'll actually let Deven lead off this one. Deven, how have you enjoyed the build up to this match, Bayley's title run overall, and give us your pick. Who wins this match?
Now, like, yeah, the championship run, it's all right. It has been disappointing. Like the triple threat match at Backlash, I was like, okay, we're getting something started, and then it's just like it's been dying down a little bit. I'm not really a person that kind of like is going to judge it right off like a couple months, because what's June now? It's been 2 months since she won it, so I'm not going to like freak out like some other people.
Yeah,
because it happens a lot. It happens so quick. Like it's like with the same thing with Cody Rhodes. Like, oh, it's not the same as Roman Reigns. Like, well, we're not expected to be like Roman Reigns. With Bayley, like, we all know Bayley. Bayley's a great wrestler. She's great on the mic. She's a great champion. It's been a little weird, but she's got it. I think she will win this match still. I think there's a build up for her and Nia Jax, because it seemed like when she's like go see Nia Jax after she won, like she got her crown and everything. It seemed like she was like ready to go like have a talk with her. Then Piper said, "Nah, you gotta come through me first." So I think they're building something there. I think it's great that they're having 3 matches with 3 homegrown wrestlers. Well, technically 4 because of the tag.
Technically 4, yeah.
And I think that's awesome. It's great for the WWE. It's great for the hometown of Scotland. But they're going to see Piper lose that match. I think Bayley retains and build something with Nia in the future.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I do believe that this match is probably going to be won by Bayley. That Bayley's going to be my pick here, but I do think that this match is a coin toss. Like, I can see Piper walking out as champion for sure. I definitely see what's that?
people sleep on that on her. Like everyone's so sleep on her. Like, oh, it's nothing. Like yo, you just never know with Triple H and his booking. It's not like random or anything, but it's good booking and it's good like who he picks to win. So you
Yeah.
can't expect like all of a sudden. Oh, I'm not saying like oh Bailey's gonna wash her off. Like I actually had a thought like, what if Piper does win? Like
I could see it. Like I said in the introduction to this match, I think that the dynamic of her and Chelsea together, like I think Piper would be a great champion. But we'll pass it over to Elijah. Elijah, do you have the same pick as us? Is this a sweep?
Yeah, it's gonna be a sweep.
Yeah.
I agree with both of you that Piper could win it. Like, if there was any time, it'd be now. If there's any time, it'd be right now. So
Yeah, that kind of similar to what I was saying with Chad Gable. Like, if Piper doesn't win this, like I personally, I just was glowing review about Piper Niven, but like I don't know where she fits in, like in the future if she were to get back into the main event picture. So if not now, then I don't think ever, unfortunately.
Yeah. Like I'm like, and like I kind of agree with like what you said with the Bailey run too. Where I'm like, it's not my favorite, and I'm sad that it's not my favorite because I really wanted it to be more, and I don't want to like jump the gun too fast because like Deven said, it's only been a couple months, so I don't want to be like, man, her title reign sucks right now because it's way too early to tell. But just within these past couple months, I'm like, it's been solid. Like, I feel like they just made her look a little bit weak. So to really get her like fight back, it has to be she has to beat Piper like clean.
mm-hmm.
Just,
for
like,
sure.
Well, she had a triple threat
get some
match.
momentum back.
It was weird. Like she had that triple threat match. I'm over here thinking like, oh hex yeah, because it was a great match.
No, it was a great match.
It was a great
Yeah.
feud between her. Like, well, not really Naomi, but with Tiffany. I thought we were gonna cook something with it right there.
Well, and
Yeah.
Deven, you also mentioned Nia Jax winning Queen of the Ring. I do think that like Bailey versus Nia Jax is probably the match that they're shooting for, I would imagine. But also like Nia Jax versus Piper Niven would be an interesting dynamic as well. Like that.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be.
I don't. We also have to remember though, Money in the Bank is sandwiched in between Clash and SummerSlam. So Money in the Bank is right there, and if there's one pay-per-view where it's super unpredictable, it's Money in the Bank. So
For sure.
Well, absolutely. But yeah,
that could
bow
definitely
tie
throw
on
a wrinkle.
everything. Put a little bow on everything. Bailey.
Yeah.
I got Bailey.
All three of us are on Bailey. All right, we'll move on. We'll move on to the next match. This for me was the hardest one to pick, for sure. So we have the World Heavyweight Championship match between champion Damian Priest and challenger Drew McIntyre. So Drew McIntyre is using his rematch clause, which last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, I had mentioned I feel like rematch clauses are back because he used it, and then who was the other one? There was another one that
Becky
Lynch, bingo. The Monday Night Raw after King and Queen of the Ring, Becky Lynch used her rematch clause. So Drew McIntyre challenging for the title here. Again, Scotland, hometown boy. Usually, you know how wrestling works. You usually have a good guy and you have a bad guy. But on this most recent episode of Monday Night Raw, I picked up on a lot of babyface tendencies from Drew McIntyre. So he's kind of like an in-between character right now. Like he's definitely a heel, but also like he's so over with the crowd that like he can play babyface whenever he wants to. But going into this match, he's also going to be in front of his hometown. So there's no way that he gets booed. So maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe they're building up, you know, like, hey, this is the good guy this match, root for this guy, which Scotland was going to do anyway. But it is important to note that on said episode of Monday Night Raw, Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor had a match. The stipulation to that match was if Drew McIntyre wins, all of Judgment Day is barred from ringside. So Drew McIntyre won that match against Finn Balor, and Judgment Day will not be allowed to be at ringside for this match. That is important to note. And I'm going to pass it off to Elijah here. Elijah's going to give his pick. Are you intrigued with this match? Should this match be main eventing? And what is your official pick here?
I really, really, really like this match. I think they're gonna like burn the house down with this. Like they're building it really, really well. And I do like that, rematch clauses are a thing again. And it does throw an interesting wrinkle into everything with Judgment Day being barred from ringside. And it makes you think that Drew McIntyre is going to win. But I think we're forgetting about a certain voice of the voiceless that is looking pretty healthy right now. And if I remember correctly...
What time is it, Deven?
Yeah,
it's glory.
And if I remember correctly, Mr. CM Punk said, as long as I'm around, you are not winning the World Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who's looking pretty healthy right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. CM Punk. So guess who's getting booed out of the arena when he costs Drew the match again?
Oh, dude,
yes.
as fast as he can.
He's going to pop his ass back up and cost Drew again for this title. So I have Damian Priest winning because if there's one person that's a bigger hater than Drew McIntyre, it's CM Punk.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh
I can't wait to see him get booed out of the arena because he cost him again. I'm gonna crack up laughing.
What if he doesn't? What if he's so over Scotland, over the hometown boy, dude?
That would be crazy.
I think I may have mentioned this on the pod, but one of my favorite parts of the build up to this match was whenever this match got announced, Drew McIntyre tweeted out a picture of John Cena at ECW One Night Stand walking in with the title above his head. That like very iconic picture with the "If Cena wins, we riot." Drew McIntyre tweeted out that picture and he said, "This is Damian Priest at Clash in the Castle," but in parentheses said, "but without the aura." It was so
I did
funny.
not see that.
Oh my gosh. Dude, that tweet was insane. I'll screenshot and send it to you guys, Deven. We'll make our intern add that into the video on YouTube for the people to see. But that tweet was amazing. So I'm getting big time RVD versus John Cena vibes, with the hometown hero, coming to town. But I'll actually jump in and give my prediction here as well. I think the whole IWC sees it playing out this way. As soon as Judgment Day got barred from ringside, it was like, oh well, we kind of see how this is going to go. I'm right there with you, Elijah. I think CM Punk does come in, cost Drew McIntyre this match.
I'm just want to throw it out there. He's not barred
exactly.
from ringside.
Yep. He comes in, costs Drew McIntyre this match, and Damian Priest will retain. Damian Priest is my official pick. I just want to throw in though a big reason why I think that this is how this is going to play out is Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. They've built this up to be such a personal feud. Like there's actual personal reasons why they don't like each other. I feel like if one of them were to go in as the world champion to Money in the Bank, or even if they carry it over to SummerSlam, which they won't because Gunther is the number one contender for SummerSlam. But if they were to carry this into the next PLE cycle with Money in the Bank, adding the title then makes it business. But this is not a business feud. This is a personal feud. So just throwing that out there, I definitely think CM Punk will be involved somehow. But even if CM Punk's not involved, I do see Damian Priest still winning.
Kind of like proving himself to be like, I could do it on my own, because people are doubting that he could do it on his own.
Exactly. So for some reason, even if CM Punk does not cost him the match, I still see Damian Priest walking out here. So Damian Priest is my official pick, so I'll pass it off to Deven. Give us your pick here.
Hey, we got sweep, boys. Just
the
sweep. Because I was doing the same thing. So I was watching the match last night, and it's like when I had a feeling like, okay, if Finn wins, like it's obvious what's going to happen and everything. But I didn't really think about it when Drew won. Like, oh, cool, it's going to be Damian versus Drew. Maybe, and I was thinking maybe Drew wins, and they're going to say like, yeah, I'm a serious champion. And then I forgot. Yeah, CM Punk.
CM Punk,
As
dude.
long as I'm around, you are not winning that championship. I'm like, oh
It
god.
made sense literally the night after WrestleMania when pretty much he kind of I want to say screwed him. Like
Well, he did because then the next day, on Raw, cost him, and then that's when the whole feud was like
he was under that ring the whole time. Talk about Talk about a hater, bro.
Yeah, talking about hater. Because you got
Dedication.
AJ Styles traveling to Australia to fight LA Knight. Now you got CM Punk coming to Scotland to be like, I'm making sure you're not walking out with that title.
Dominic going all the way to Saudi Arabia to cost Becky Lynch, which wasn't the plan.
Yeah,
but
on accident.
Yeah.
But no, CM Punk is gonna he's gonna pop out and Damien's gonna take advantage of it, and he's gonna hit him in the south of heaven. Game over. Crowd boos the crap out of.
Oh man, he's
CM Punk or Damien Priest. I mean,
they're
why
gonna,
not both?
Dude.
Why not both? Like,
they're going to destroy CM Punk if Drew McIntyre does not win that match. And if CM Punk is the reason that Drew McIntyre loses, CM Punk is going to have nuclear heat. He's going to be the most hated man of all time.
He won't be allowed in Scotland ever.
Ever.
Also, I have a quick question for you guys. I just thought of it. Do you think Drew is going to bring back Broken Dreams for this PLE?
So, if I remember correctly,
so say goodbye.
Oh,
what is yours?
Yeah.
Now it.
That was a beautiful rendition.
I heard yeah.
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 Not the ad libs. Not the ad libs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Sorry. Go ahead, Zach. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Such a good theme song.
It's such a good theme song. He brought it back for the last Clash at the Castle, did he not?
Yeah, he
did. So, huh?
Oh my gosh, I forgot he got screwed a couple years ago when he first wrote
Solo Sikoa.
Don't play the song.
Yeah, he's
Don't play the song.
He's I don't think he's won a Clash at the Castle event yet. No, I think he's won when he was champion. But besides that,
talk about broken dreams.
He does have some broken dreams.
Never win in your home country. Never.
No. So I'm actually pretty surprised. Like, the next match is Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles, and we'll get into it. But I don't know if I'm not on the right side here. Stop me, let me know. But I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for the listeners. Pretty sure we're all three picking Cody Rhodes for the next match.
What?
Hey,
how dare you?
You don't know me.
Listen,
you don't know me.
You don't know me, bro.
Listen, okay.
I can't believe you just picked for us.
I'm just saying, if you want to go against it, just let me know. But so what we assume would be the main event, we don't know that obviously, but the WWE Championship match, Cody Rhodes as the champion versus AJ Styles, Cody Rhodes AJ Styles Part 2, which I'm not mad about at all. The added stipulation to this match, however, this is going to be an I Quit match. Couple fun facts for you guys real quick.
Oh, let's go.
The most recent I Quit match was Kaylee Ray versus Toni Storm for the NXT UK Women's Championship. That was February 27th of 2020. That was the most recent.
4 years.
That was the most recent. That was the most recent I Quit match.
And it was Toni Storm and who was the other one?
Kaylee Ray for the NXT UK Women's Championship.
Wow.
Even more fun fact, the last main roster I Quit match, May 17th, 2015. Can you two tell me who was in that match? I'll give you a hint. It was for the United States Championship.
Was it John Cena versus Rusev?
It was. You nailed it. John Cena versus Rusev. You nailed it. Good job.
Who won that match, guys?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Yeah, so 2015, it's been almost a decade. It's been almost a decade since a main roster I Quit match.
Oh my gosh.
Now, hear me out here. I Quit is going to be this match is going to be fantastic. If it's half as good as their Backlash match was, this is going to be a fantastic match. I do have a slight problem with I Quit matches. The only way a babyface loses an I Quit match is if the heel is about to literally murder a family member. So like you wanna keep your babyfaces looking strong. So like I do have a slight problem with I Quit matches because you kind of go in already knowing what's gonna happen.
Sorry, I just thought of AJ Styles like grabbing Cody Rhodes' mom. I'm a Styles Clasher. You better get up right now.
Literally, like,
what do you like more,
legit.
the title or your mom? Choose.
That's what I'm
Choose
saying
right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, baby faces.
See, I
like the title more. I'm like, oh my god.
Exactly.
Oh my fucking god.
Mama Rhodes.
True, I didn't even. Mama Rhodes is going to a table. No.
What are you gonna do?
The Good Brothers are about to magic kill her. The Good Brothers are about to magic kill her. Say I quit, or she's done. He says that he quits, and they still fucking magic kill her.
Oh gosh!
Oh, no.
Shout out to Mama Rhodes taking nasty bumps.
Oh no!
Brother.
So listen, the build up to this match has been great. Obviously, they had their match at Backlash. It was
I'm fucking crying.
It was a fantastic wrestling match. Got rated 5 stars. Rated 5 stars by everybody's favorite match rater guy. What's his title? What's his official employment title?
Wrestling articleist?
Articleist? I don't think that's it. But
wait, his title? Okay, my bad.
No, Dave Meltzer. What is Dave Meltzer's official job title?
He's a journalist. I would say he's a journalist. A wrestling journalist.
All right, that makes sense.
Because he posts the Wrestling Observer, and it's like a long
fake news.
It's not just the wrestling
news.
It's fake.
All right,
news.
Whatever. We're way off topic here. We're way off topic here.
Stop clashing right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop the say winner. Dave Meltzer gets it.
So this match is going to be very good. The outcome is very, very predictable, but that doesn't necessarily make it a bad match. I'm going to go ahead and pick Cody Rhodes here, going out on a limb. I think we're going to see some crazy stuff here because AJ Styles is desperate. AJ Styles, the fake retirement segment was fantastic. It was.
He got me.
It was literally
had the bright suit like Mark Henry style.
Mark Henry, he literally Mark Henry to a T. It was awesome. As soon as building up in that episode of SmackDown, building up to it, I believed that he was. I believed he was done. I thought he was going to retire. I thought that was it. As soon as he whispered into Cody Rhodes' ear, I was like, oh, there it is. Like, he's not retiring.
Yeah.
Like, duh.
You played me. You played my emotions.
But no, that segment was fantastic. I loved everything about that. That was a lot of fun. AJ Styles is desperate, so I think we're going to see some wicked things in this match. I think we're going to see some crazy stuff. But I'll stop blabbering here. Cody Rhodes is my official pick. I'll pass it off to Deven to give us his pick, which I kind of spoiled for everybody, unless you want to be risky with it.
I picked John Cena.
John Cena just wins every I Quit match from now until infinity.
John Cena wins LOL.
Cena wins LOL.
I only said literally I Quit match, to be honest. Like, you quit. Never. Like,
I doubt it.
You are literally hanging from the moon. What else do you want from me? Like,
we're gonna do the Darby Allin treatment to him. Say I
run
quit
back
now.
Run back that spot. That'd be wild.
Say I could now.
Batman's back. Back.
That'd be wild.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Deven, I know that we're joking around right now, but in all seriousness, what's your pick here for this match?
I'm sorry, yeah, but I'm picking Cody Rhodes. I mean, it's kind
Bold.
of obvious at this point. Like,
It's very controversial.
oh gosh, oh my gosh, stop it. No, I'm picking Cody Rhodes. It's obvious who's gonna win the whole time. But AJ played with my heart because I just thought about like because Kayla was also watching with me. It's like, why is it so sad? Like, well, I mean, if you watch like we watched TNA when we were all little, like he was TNA, he was the guy, and then he got to be in the WWE, got to watch him. So I'm like all emotional. They close on him like, I'm done. He played with my
Psych.
heart, man. It's like, gotcha, bitch. Like, no, like but it was so good though. I had to respect it though. It was so good, and I love it, but I just don't see it. I think I'm predicting Cody's gonna be bleeding.
Oh yeah. This match is gonna get bloody. Like I said, AJ Styles is desperate. There's gonna be some crazy stuff to happen in this match, I think.
Yep. And
There's going to be interference, the whole 9 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised also if Cody has some backup too. So
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
wouldn't be surprised. Hey, always gotta be ready. Well, that's my pick. I got my boy Cody.
And then Elijah, are you what's your pick here? You're going with AJ Styles?
Unless if Mama Rhodes gets annihilated with the steel chair or something, I say Cody's gonna win. That's it's Mama Rhodes gets just annihilated with the chair, or put through a table or some shit like that. Unless if that happens, I got Cody. Like,
dude,
it's still way too early for him to lose his title. Like, you finish the story, you can't immediately just yank that from him again. So
if they show Cody Rhodes' mother in the crowd,
I'm scared.
I'm scared for her well-being.
She's getting,
I'll put it
they're
that
gonna
way.
bring like Meechin out, and she's gonna fucking
Literally, like, snatch her.
flip her over the barricade. I'm so scared for that. If that does happen.
Yeah.
If Cody Rhodes comes out and then and there's Cody Rhodes' mom, and he hugs her like, oh,
No.
She's catching a forearm or something. She's catching a fucking phenomenal forearm. Whether it was on accident or purpose.
Cody's leaning up against the barricade.
Yeah, he's like barricade. Ooh, and Cody ducks and just Mama Rhodes gets fucking decapitated by AJ Styles.
Damn. R.I.P. to Mama Rhodes.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
AJ will win. Besides that, my official pick is Cody.
Yeah, so very bold of us to go with Cody Rhodes there. All three of us picking him.
All right.
Yep. Oh yeah, sweep. Clean sweep.
Yep.
Okay, so actually kind of surprising with how difficult this match card was for us to predict it. For me to predict. I won't speak for both of you, but we only have one match that's different. Everything else is we're a clean sweep. So kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah. Me and Deven got it.
Listen here, buddy. If Chad loses, you're gonna hate us both next week.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be interesting. No, but I'm very excited for Clash at the Castle. I think it's gonna be a very good show. Maybe we could be in for a couple surprises. Maybe possibly an Uncle Howdy debut. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it's gonna be a very good show. Like we do with all of our predictions episodes, though. Real quick, we're gonna run through what we believe will be the match of the night. I'll go ahead and start off here. I think that the Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest match is going to deliver a lot, and I think that it's going to be everything that I want it to be. So, as far as storytelling goes, I think that that's going to be probably the best match of the night, in my opinion. But I don't know. I'm really looking forward to that match. So, Elijah, what do you think?
I'm excited to see Mama Rhodes get put in a calf crusher.
What is up with you with Mama Rhodes? Did she do something to you? Did she hurt you?
No, it's just crazy to see. I don't know. Wrestling's crazy. Someone got left. Someone got caught, set on fire, captured by Batman, jumped from the top of the cage to break his leg. I don't know what's happening in wrestling anymore, man. I have to predict the unpredictable.
You're right. You never know what's gonna happen.
In all seriousness,
This year itself has been insane.
This year's insane. You got the fucking wrestling Avengers coming out for a main event at WrestleMania. I don't know.
Undertaker.
Undertaker coming back. What the hell? No, in all seriousness, I think that iQuid match is gonna be the match of the night.
Yeah.
Again, like they already like delivered last time they fought. So just the fact that they're going with it again and having the iQuid stipulation, which means like there is no DQ, so there can be like a little bit more interference and like, you know, more spots to be had. So I definitely think that is where it's going to be match of the night. If not, it'd have to be Drew and CM Punk, but I think it's going to be Cody AJ.
Drew and Damian Priest.
Oh, Damian Priest, what did I say?
Yeah, you said CM Punk. Drew and CM Punk.
Oh yeah, I'm
You're
sure.
good.
Yeah,
You're good.
Ahead.
You're good.
Drew and Damian Priest, but no. My official match of the night is Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles.
Devin, what are you thinking here?
I mean, I think it will be Drew and Damian Priest, but if I have to go with my I'm thinking on the top of the head, I'm gonna go Sammy and Chad. Right now, as like Zach said.
Yep.
Best storyline as of right now. In the build-up has been intense. See, even like during the road to WrestleMania, it's been intense. So like, and it's just gonna keep on cooking. I'm excited to see what happens, like with the story itself. So I think that's gonna be a very interesting match. But I mean, personally, I think it's going a little different because I want all three of us at different matches. I think Damian and Drew will have a banger match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Banger after banger.
Banger.
After
Yeah.
banger. Or after
No,
burger.
it's,
after burger.
It's appropriate. It's appropriate that you end on that match because all eyes are going to be on that match as far as Tag Me In goes because that's going to be the only match that we all have different. So
you know, if we come back with the shades, you know what happens.
it's gonna be a real shame. It's gonna be a real shame.
Or we could all get one wrong, and then Zach gets two wrong. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Oh my gosh!
Imagine
that happening. I think the one match that actually might happen is probably the Drew and Damian match.
So I know we're trying to get out of here, but like one more quick point. Like we didn't pick any of the Scottish homegrown people to win any matches. So like. If there was one match where they would do it, it would be the World Heavyweight Championship match, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
So I would not be surprised if we lost that, to be honest.
I don't.
Or Piper Niven.
Yeah, like Piper.
Bailey. That's also because that's personally what I think is the most likely. The most likely upset.
Watch out for your mic.
Yeah, I forgot it was right there.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. That is a wrap on episode number 12. Thanks for sticking it through with us here. It was behind the scenes a bit of a slog to get through this one. We had technical difficulties at the beginning, and you know the power of editing will make you not see any of that. So shout out to Deven putting in all that hard work with the editing.
TMI bloopers maybe one day.
Yeah, highlight reel, low light reel,
low light. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of that. Thank you so much for listening, watching. Make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends about us. Like I said, tell your enemies about us, even if you hate us. We appreciate you so much for listening, and we can't wait to see you next week with the Clash at the Castle review. But until then, we will see you and tag me in. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.